Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another great epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking the Alien Earth. This is season one, episode three, Metamorphosis. The team returns home with unexpected cargo, an unsettling experiment occurs, and a new threat is discovered. Lamont, tell us, what did you think about the episode, sir? Let us have it. Let us know.
Love it. It gets better and better with every single minute. I'm fully invested in Wendy slash Marcy. I still think that there's something going on with that brother. We learned a little bit more about Black Man Morrow, and we also learned that Cavalier, basically, he's a child upstairs, but he's super intelligent. He's the prodigy, and he's got a lot of issues he's going to have to deal with. And now we've actually got five specimens of alien creatures on Earth, barely contained, and it's going to be a wild ride.
Oh, it's gonna be a super duper wild ride, and I can't wait to get into it with you. I love this episode too, man. It
Yeah.
gets better and better and better. One of the things I like the most is they were able to contain the alien threat, the alien invasion, and bring all that to their facility, to their Neverland on their private island. I'm glad that they're actually, on Earth now, and they're not in this tower or in this ship that crashed, this deep space vessel, research vessel. Like the whole season could have just taken place on the crash site, and
Hmm.
I'm not saying that that could have been bad, but that's not anything that I wanted to see. So before the episode is over, they're already back at the facility and doing all this research, and I love it. And it just like Cavalier, man, he was this close to reaching his demise because he did not know how those eggs work, whether it being a parasite or some proto creature as Kirsch, was breaking it down. I mean, he was just as ignorant and just delusional, oblivious as possible. Just like, yes, an alien species, and I'm going to take over the world, blah blah. And he's right there from about to get his face hugged. What did you think about that, man? And does boy Cavalier deserve it?
Yes, he deserved it. I think that the writers did a great job of knocking it out the park with this character because he's supposed to be one of the smartest people on planet Earth, but yet you about to take your dumb ass and stick it into the face of an egg that decided to open when you put your breath on it. Come on, Cavalier, you got to be smarter than that, man. And it would. I wish that the alien would have jumped out and jumped on him without killing him because
Mhm.
I understand he plays an integral role
Right.
through the rest of this show. And there's going to be he's going to get his chicken's going to come home to roost. But
Yeah.
I wish that he would have had a lesson taught to him then
Mhm.
that he should have had taught. But I enjoyed it. I wish he would have got it.
Yeah, yeah, man. Wish he would have got humbled just a little bit, because he
Mhm.
was so arrogant. We're on an island, we have a facility, we just bag them, tag them, lock them up. Bro, the way you bringing all these things in, not wrapped up, not contained. I
Thank
mean,
you.
the alien is
Thank you.
bleeding acid, and he just
Yes.
it's all out and open the egg. It's like you have no clue what you're getting yourself into. And matter of fact, I
Zero.
like that everybody was checking him too.
Me
Dame
too.
was checking him, the other doctor, his butler guy, Jeffrey, was just like, hey, hey, how you doing? Are you happy? Or I forgot who said it exactly, but somebody said you're willing to risk 10 years of research for a shiny new toy, and everybody just didn't approve about it. Nobody was excited, just like, oh my gosh, yes, we got the alien technology now, the alien species. Let's go to work and experiment. Nobody was doing that. I mean, Kirsch had to do it reluctantly. But I do like that they were all in his face, just like, yeah, this is just not a good idea. We're weak. Yeah, we're weeks. Kirsch was warning him. The butler man, Dame, was just like, we're weeks away. What you think about all that?
Oh, yeah. I thought that I enjoyed that. And not to mention his head scientist got in his ass because they spent $1 billion on Wendy.
Hmm.
And he was solely worried more so about Wendy when she came in injured. And folks, we're still talking about Cavalier and his story arc in this episode. And that guy was a little timid to check him because he basically got in his face and said, "You got something you want to say to me?" And
Yeah.
eventually he said it, but at the same time, he told him to get out and told him he couldn't speak to Wendy. Now, me and you both know he could have spoke to Wendy. Nothing was going to change with Wendy, but that was his lead engineer basically saying, "Get the F out of here, you child." And he basically called him a child because
Yeah.
throughout this episode, I think we have been seeing what is really Cavalier through these kids. I think he has a Michael Jackson complex that he's never had a childhood, and
Really?
now he's behaving like all these kids' consciousness he's putting into human bodies. These are his little monkeys. If they were Michael Jackson,
Do you want to see a backstory for Cavalier, or if there was a character of your choice, like if anybody you can choose to get more, episodes with more backstory, more screen time, who would it be, or would it be Cavalier?
Morrow.
Morrow? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
After
Okay.
the things we've seen this episode, I want to know, why did you sign up for this? Like the lady said, you knew it was going to be 65 years. When he left, it was her grandmother running
Yeah.
everything, and now he's back with these specimens. I want to know what places did you go to get these different specimens? And they gave us another scene with Eyeball Octo and now in a glass cage, and
Yeah.
they fooling around with him. And you just know, B. Avery, that with them having all these extraterrestrials in the same location, I don't care if they is on the island B, this is not going to end
Yeah,
well.
it's definitely not. It's definitely not. Maybe the aliens get out, and that's where season 2 comes in, where they're actually in
Oh
the
yeah.
city, um, causing a
Ooh.
ruckus. I
Ooh.
don't it that would be
Oh.
qu quite interesting.
Whoa, B, do you want them to hit the city this season, or you want them to like get on a boat and be approaching like a metropolitan and let that be the
Let that be
cliffhanger?
the cliffhanger. Let
Okay.
that be
Okay.
the cliffhanger. Because I don't know how many people are actually on the island right now. The Neverland Island that
Right.
they're on, it could be 20 people, it could be 2,000, 200, I'm not sure, but,
Right. Right.
yeah, kinda like, the first Jurassic Park, it was just a group of people on an island, but then Jurassic World, it was the general public, they can kinda do it like that. This
Mhm.
season, it's just this one little island, next season, it's the main population. But, yeah, y'all let us know what y'all wanna see as well. But you brought up Morrow. I was gonna talk about something else, but you brought that up, and I wanna stick there, man. What did you think about,
Okay.
in one scene, we had cyborgs, synthetics, and hybrids all in the same scene, and it was quite nice. I really did enjoy it. All of them had a different mindset. What did you
Mhm.
think of Morrow, man? Did you think he was gonna kill the kids? He pulled the knife out his hand, the shank, said, when is a machine not a machine? What's going on with Morrow, man? What'd you think about that little scene?
I knew he wasn't going to kill those kids because he wants to use them. And I'm sure you peeped how he put that contact lens tracker on old boy that he's trying to be buddies with now. I knew he wasn't going to
Yeah.
kill him. And when homeboy hit him with that soliloquy, that triggered something in Morrow. And then we learned that he does have a daughter and he's a cyborg. And I think he's dealing with an insecurity, B. Avery, of, am I a machine? Am I a human? What part is controlling what? And one thing that I think that I enjoy learning about him, this man is highly capable of some dangerous stuff. He sat there and downloaded, I don't know how many
Man,
terabytes of information literally in 5 minutes and was still holding a
sweating.
conversation. And then yeah, man, sweating like a black dude in a Southern Baptist church. And then you notice how he also has cha-ching, he got a daggone Barranca up in his arm if you get too close. And they ain't showing that for nothing. He's gonna use that Barranca. For those of you who don't know what I'm saying, Barranca was a character on Mortal Kombat who has the same knife that pops out of his wrist like Morrow
Oh, Barack.
does. He's gonna use that, yeah, Barranca. He's gonna use it at some point in time, B. Avery. He's gonna use it.
Yeah, man. Who is he going to use it against? Is he going to use it against a human, a synth, a hybrid, or the aliens? I don't know. He was about to use it on Kirsch, and Kirsch wasn't afraid, man. I like Kirsch. I
No,
like Kirsch. He was
no.
unbothered. Let's, hey, bro, let them go. Okay, this is my territory.
Right. Put the
You know
gun
what I'm
down.
saying? I don't care if it's your ship. Y'all landed in our house, our backyard. Kirsch was not afraid. Kirsch versus Morrow. Morrow versus Kirsch. Who you got, Lamont? Who you got?
Man, the way Kirsch walked up in there unbothered, he knows something we don't know. He knows something, bruh. Because dude had his little zapper pointed right at him. And did you see how quickly his children got behind him? them two right there got behind him in a straight line as if it was kindergartners going to lunch. And Kirsch kept walking up on Morrow unbothered. And guess what? Morrow done nothing but turned his ass around and jumped out the plane.
He did. And Slightly and Smee, they ran after him. And we didn't see him again for a while, except when he was in the coffee shop and put in the cheat code, you know, hey, I want to speak to you, Tani, man. 65 years has gone by, bro. His whole life is gone. And I understand his side of view, just like, okay, when he was talking to Slightly and Smee, okay, what would y'all do if y'all are the head security of a deep space research vessel? You catch some aliens, they lay some eggs. These are not regular eggs. They hatch. They, you know, the ship says what the priority is. What would you do? Okay, I'm gonna get this back. This is my life mission. I can F with him, Lamont. I kind of respect him a little bit.
I can too.
I'm still mad at him because you could have hit the button and let old girl survive. Y'all got this big old ship that's the size of 10 football fields. I'm pretty sure there was another cubby hole somewhere that she could have hid and not let the alien get her. You know what I'm saying? So that was I still don't like. I'm for real. I still don't like him for that. But
ships like that come with many cubby holes, behavior. You know it.
Many. And I mean,
one of your number one fans wants to say something.
Oh my
come
God.
on, Elle. She's over here with Daddy. Come on. And she's got her hair done. Go ahead and say something.
It's been so long.
She got her braid. Got her fresh braids done.
You're not gonna say hey.
Elle, are you gonna look? He wants you to say hey. Look, listen.
Hey, Elle. How you doing, sweetie pie?
Say hey. Say hi. Why are you so shy?
I know. You always show your face.
Look, Elle, say hi so we can get back to our review. Now, you know, the people love to see your little face.
Hey there, Munchkin.
Hey.
Hey.
All right.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Wow.
Don't eat all my chips.
Her. Man, she is growing up, man. I remember like it was yesterday. But yeah, man, I forgot what part was that. The one
we're talking about Morrow and how we respect him, even though we don't like him,
right.
because he stood on his laurels. He told granddaughter, "Look, I'm gonna finish this mission. I'm finishing the mission." She wants him to come in, and he is determined he is gonna. And that's why I said I want to see his backstory. B. Avery, who knows what he had to go through to actually capture these specimens. Especially Otto Octopus Eyeball. I'm intrigued by that character. And I think at the end of the story, that is going to be the one character that's going to be creeping around on a boat and is going to make it on the boat and get to land.
Yeah. So I hope not, because that's a creature gives me the EBGBs. But y'all let us know what y'all think. Especially Morrow. What's out your own team Morrow, Team Kirsch, Team Smee, and Slightly, you know.
I do got one issue with Morrow, though. Well, several issues. I respect him. But did you watch how he was trying to, when he figured out that these synthoids were kids, he started trying to manipulate them. He already got the tracker on old boy. Then he started trying to call him and manipulate him, be his friend, and basically threw what the boy said to him in his face. I need a friend and you're my friend.
Yeah. How you think that's going to play out, man?
I think dude is intrigued with Morrow, and I think somehow or another he is going to wind up helping Morrow somehow, some way.
Oh yeah. he gonna betray the Lost Boys.
Oh, he gonna betray him, brother. He gonna
I hope
betray him.
not. I hope not. I really hope it's not Smee that does it either. Because yeah,
Me
that would
neither.
just be that would be awful, man. But Lamont, how did episode 2 end, man? The alien tackled Joe Herman off the cliff, and Marcy Wendy jumped after him. Beginning of the episode, she running down, chasing him. Boy Cavalier like, oh my gosh, where's Wendy? Kirsch is like, we trying to handle this alien invasion, and she running like it's the Terminator, bro.
I thought the same thing.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. The aliens set a trap. They put Joe in a container,
Right.
man, and gave him the goo from Ivan Ooze, Power Rangers, had him stuck against the wall. I really do like the fact that we got a fight between this hybrid and the alien. However, it was off camera. And mind you, remember, I said to myself, these hybrids are super strong. There ain't gonna be no stakes. They're just gonna be able to whoop the alien left and right, back and forth. And that's not the case. She struggled. The alien whooped Joe. I liked the back and forth. The little thing that comes out their mouth, the other mouth, that could be like some Achilles heel. That's like a weakness, for them. Kind of like, if you grab a Saiyan's tail from Dragon Ball, they weak or something like that. I loved all of that, man. What did you think about Marcy, Wendy, Joe Herman versus the alien in like the intro to this episode?
Man, I was saying to myself, what a way to kick off an episode. Way to go, writers and FX. And we knew that it was going to come down to Wendy versus some alien at some point in time. And I'm glad that they played it out kind of the way they did. I wouldn't have had liked for Wendy to be unconscious and all that the way she did, but I love that she was fearless. She went in there to get her brother, even though her brother is letting her know they laid a trap. And honestly, the alien kind of knew that she's not a human. The alien could sense she's not a human. And when the alien got on top of that trailer, Wendy, it almost seems as though Wendy has some kind of telepathy with these creatures. And that is going to be something we'll probably see play out that she's going to use to her advantage. The thing gets on top of the trailer. She knows exactly where it's at. She stabs it and the acid starts coming down on the floor. And I'm just like, this girl, she is like Jean Grey of the FX series. She's got telepathy with these things. She know where they're going. She know their intentions. And you knew at that point in time, the alien was going to be upset. And they showed off how powerful the alien is because it flipped over a tractor trailer. It flipped it over. And then that just set up the battle between Wendy and the alien. And I just knew, B. Avery, that when that door was going to close, I was thinking to myself, oh, yeah, they about to trap this alien. They're going to run some tests on it. But no. Somehow or another, Wendy gets stuck up in there. We didn't see the battle, but we heard the noise. And then when they opened the door, her little knife was bloody green. The alien was in half, and she was unconscious with white stuff coming out of her head. So she's not as indestructible as they portrayed her to be. She has some vulnerabilities.
She is skillful though. Do you think that we will see a battle between Wendy or these hybrids and the aliens?
We're definitely going to see a battle because if with Cavalier running everything, his ego is probably going to want to see how the aliens fare against his children. His ego is bad. And now you've got another one of the synthoids stroking his ego, and it's probably going to be the synthoid that is going to wind up turning into Ultron of this series because she done figured how to get the Cavalier, stroke his ego, be intelligent, have a conversation with him, and you can get to his heart. When she was talking to him and he said, read them books, his mouth was open like somebody eating a pie. And she had him wrapped around her finger, and she is going to take advantage. Don't be surprised if she try to take out Wendy.
You're talking about the one that was jealous, talking about Wendy is your favorite. Why is Wendy your favorite? Yeah, I forgot her name, man. I gotta find it. Yeah.
I did too.
I think is it Curly? Is that her name? Yeah, I think she has some type of weird infatuation with with Boy Cavalier. And I will say about that encounter, I like that he was so honest with her. Just like, yeah, if
I do
you do
too.
tell me your secrets, I am going to steal them. Yes, Wendy is my favorite. She is my favorite because she was first, but yeah, she is my favorite. Like, what are you gonna do about it? You think
But did you hear what she
what
said? She replied, "Well, my dad always threw away the
yeah,
the first
yeah.
pancake."
So you thinking that she gonna kill Wendy and take her out to try to
She 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 is gonna try to sabotage Wendy, and eventually she's probably gonna overthrow Cavalier too, because I see her wanting to be the head of
yeah,
everything. She basically almost
yeah.
said it. She wants to be the head of everything, and she wants to be the smartest person in the room. And Cavalier, his ego, he's already told us he wants to talk to one of
Mhm,
them that is as smart as him. And he's already feeding her stuff that he shouldn't be feeding her, because this is a synthoid that has grit, and this synthoid has a desire, something that most robots don't have. This one has a desire to be the
mhm.
best, and that's scary behavior.
Yeah.
He should be very alarmed.
They're having again an interesting reaction to them being, synthetic now and not having blood or heart and no more pooping. He thought that they may be upset, that yeah, they may be upset about it. Is there any type of sexual tension between them? Or I don't think coming from his end, but do you think that she looks at him that way? Is that even possible because she doesn't have the same body to have those type of, you know, reactions? Am I making sense?
Well, you're making sense, but I think you got it a little backwards. If I was going to say somebody had a little bit of erogenous tension, it was definitely
Really?
him. And see, to me, it looks like to turn him on, you start talking that super nerd talk. And that's what she was doing. She was stroking his ego. She was talking that super nerd talk. And part of the reason he had his mouth open like you could shove a pipe through it was because he was thinking about her in a way he shouldn't be thinking about her. That's why I said he's got the Michael Jackson complex. And I wouldn't be surprised, B. Avery, if they don't try to have some kind of episode where he's trying to get in her robotic panty
I hope
drawers.
not. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of crazy. What do you think about Adam Ines here? This guy, when he was confronting Smee and Slightly about the encounter that they had with Morrow, he was coming off as like a super creepy guy as well, really close, invading their personal space. Can he be trusted or nah?
Mhm. Well, Cavalier can trust him, but that's about
Yeah,
it. Don't nobody else need to tell him nothing, because he would do nothing but dry snitch to Cavalier, because he's got probably the most cushiony job of everybody, and he don't seem like he's trying to give it up. He looks like the type of old British cat that want to run around and get the news and then go
yeah,
tell it. So I don't trust him outside of Cavalier, not one bit. Go shine your bald head, buddy.
I got you. We also have Nibs or Dibs with this PTSD. She was really traumatized. The one that got the alien octopus monster
Yeah.
about to take her out, where Smee was doing nothing. Only thing he was using was a flashlight. She's already upset earlier, talking about why didn't she get to keep her name and Wendy got to keep hers and all this stuff. What do you think about her, man? Do you think she's gonna turn to the dark side? How you think her character's gonna play? Because she's gonna cause a ruckus, whether on purpose or not. That she's gonna cause some trouble. What you think is going on with her?
She's a fascinating character, man, because these are supposed to be synthoids, and she's kind of the reason we know that these things have, one of the reasons anyway, not the only reason, that these they have feelings, they have human emotions and attachment. And she showed a pure human emotion of
Hmm.
fear. And it makes you wonder, like, okay, well, how powerful are these synthoids if their consciousness is still telling them to be afraid, even though they know they have these what we once thought were indestructible bodies. And now she's traumatized, and it makes you wonder, are they going to put her back under and try to see if they can deprogram this out of her? Is this going to lead to her being a sacrificial lamb because of her insecurities? I think that if anything, you can put her on the side of Wendy, and probably Wendy is going to help her overcome. this insecurity, and she might be someone who saves the day and helps out at some point in time in this episode, this season.
Right on. I like it, man. I like it. I get one of the last things, man, and you can give me your final thoughts after this, though. How is Wendy connected to these aliens, man? What's going on? She wakes up. We thought she was dead, but she wakes up as Kirsch is doing the experiments with the alien. They got the vacuum. They're cutting up the side of the egg and letting the egg face hugger crawl out. They're getting a little baby, putting that in water, putting that in lungs and Joe's lungs. But she waking up, man, and she has some type of connection. What do you think's going on, man? Are they related? Is she the mother?
I mean, she's had this connection with them the whole time. It's what is the connect? Is it psychic telepathy or whatever? She's somehow connected to these creatures. She can feel what they feel, and it makes you wonder how are they going to use this plot device, because we know right now she's still Cavalier's favorite, but she's also somehow another connected to these specimens that are obviously worth money because another company wants them, and she's not going to want them to be experimenting on them. And you saw that they took the little zygote and put it in the water with Joe's lung, which that's a whole nother thing. B, why did they take Joe's lung out? His lung wasn't collapsed. Yeah. Like, we got to discuss that.
Was it even his lung,
why did they
like,
take his lung
was
out?
that his lung, or I'm
that was his lung. So they showed it on the X-ray, and since I did go to respiratory therapy school, when you see a black space, that's air. That means there's nothing there. And they took that lung out, and all you saw was a black space. And now I'm wanting to know, what are they going to do, or what is the alien going to do with his lung? And for those that want a little quick synopsis of parasites and codes, as a respiratory therapist, we learn quickly when you catch a cold and your body has defended it and got ready to kick the cold out, most cold viruses go to the place in your body that has the most oxygen to try and regenerate their cells. Guess where that place is, B. Avery? The lung.
Is okay. Thank you for that. Is Joe gonna become a cyborg now?
Ooh, maybe. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're experimenting on him, and I thought about that. And how is Wendy gonna feel to know that they're in there doing experiments on her brother? How's she gonna feel about that?
Man, that's another subplot right there. Free Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Free Joe.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy, man. We got 5 episodes left, man, and wow. It's good, man. You got any predictions, or what was your final thoughts or anything?
No, that's my final thought. Ladies and gentlemen, watch it, subscribe to our channels. We're going to keep it good. We're going to keep picking up things and letting you know the little insight or nuggets as we watch them grow. Wendy is the hero. Wendy is the good person. The other girl, Cyborg, that's insecure and a little nervous and is now having PTSD from aliens, she's a good one. And I think that their mother is a good one. Watch out for Morrow, and watch out for the one he key tagged that he's chasing all around the airports.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we just want to thank you so much for tuning into our Alien Earth episode 3 recap and review, Metamorphosis. It's going down. Episode 4, Observation. An unexpected connection is formed while a covert plot puts everyone in danger. We will be here same time, same place for episode 4 on time this time. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the episode drops. If you watch this on my channel, please subscribe to Lamont's channel. If you're watching this on Lamont's channel, please subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it, and so would he. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we both want to thank you so much for tuning in. His information is in the description box of this video. Mine is just his. Before you go, guys, don't forget, I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.